Hi everyone. So I am going to talk about 6 books that I will be reading, and one of them I've already started and have made quite progress through. The first one is called The Consumer by Michael Gira. It is just a really dark and gritty and brutal book. It's very descriptive, and I'm absolutely in love with how Michael Gira writes. I've developed my own writing style, writing practices based off of some of the things that he's written. I've just been inspired off of that. So, yeah. They're a collection of short stories that he has written, and it's published in the 90s. And I'm planning to get this one signed once I visit them in their concert. So, yeah. The next book is called The Stranger. I have made an attempt to read this book. I just never got to finishing it. So I'm going to be starting it from scratch. From what I hear about this book is I know it's very absurd and it's very unusual. So I look forward to reading that. The next book I have is The Left Hand of Darkness. And just by reading the back of this book, I find it really interesting. A friend recommended it to me, where people's genders are fluid. I find that really interesting, and I look forward to reading this as well. And then I have Kafka on the Shore. So I read a lot of Haruki Murakami books. He's sort of my comfort writer. I've read Wind Up Bird Chronicle, Norwegian Wood, A Wild Sheep Chase, and I believe one other book. I can't remember. But yeah, I just hear so much about this one. And I know his writing style is very surreal and very simple, which I like. So, yeah, I will be getting to reading this book eventually as well. Story of the Eye. My notes say that it has obsessive fantasies of excess and sexual extremes. So I look really forward to reading that. I kind of really like the idea of like sexuality in literature. Sometimes it's not talked enough. I like to include it in my own writing, whether that is sexuality and power and authority. I just find it very interesting and very raw and just fascinating to read about. So, yeah, this is the next story. And I don't have a physical copy of it with me here, but I do have another book that I'm going to be reading called Frisk. So, very similar to Story of the Eye in terms of themes, or at least like genres or related topics. I look forward to reading that as well. I know I keep saying that I look forward to reading these books, but I think Story of the Eye, Frisk, and the rest of The Consumer are books that I am excited to read on. So yeah. And a little bit on the channel information / update. I kind of want this space to be a place where I share my interests, output anything that I'm working on, talking about books, music, mental health, video essays. So yeah, I hope that I can start by reviewing some of these books and talking about album reviews as well. So yeah, I hope you can join me on that journey. And I hope you enjoy my channel. Thank you guys so much.